All right, new Athens Police Chief Floyd Johnson in here, not captain no more.
That's right.
I got a question.
Sure.
You didn't have a lot of competition.
That's right.
You was the only man they even interviewed.
That's true.
How's that happen?
Great.
I'm really honored by that because we had several people in the department that could have put in, and in the city probably that could have put in. So I'm really honored by that.
You ought to be. And then they had such a big, I like Jimmy Gill, City Council President Jimmy Gill said, man, if all the policemen here, who's patrolling the streets?
Yeah, we did have a full crew out there. We did. We had a great turnout. Officers really came out and supported us, and we appreciate that.
Is this like a dream kind of come true for you?
Well, when I first interviewed with Chief Falk back in '82, he hired me as a dispatcher in August, and then in October I went on the road. But when he called me, or when I interviewed me, he said, you know, what's your long-term goals? Well, I had never had that question put to me in an interview, and I said, well, I'd like to have your job. and he leaned back in his chair and just died laughing. He said, and he never said good luck or anything, but you tell he thought it never happened. I never thought it would happen. It was just one of those things that came to my mind. And, you know, to get this, but it's been awesome. I think any officer that's going to do a career in law enforcement, it is one of their goals. Are
you making any changes to the Athens Police Department?
We're going to make a few changes along. We have a good department. We have some good men and women in the department, and it's an honor to work with them. It's an honor to be a member of that department. And we're going to make a handful of changes down there.
Well, what would be the biggest difference from your old job as captain to being the top cop now?
I have a whole lot of meetings now. I had a lot before, but where I was more hands-on, I think it's going to be a challenge to stay hands-on. But I'm able to get out and ride with some of the officers now to be with them, you know, during their shift to see what's going on.
So you're going to be doing
with them. I'm going to be out with them. I'm going to be out in the community working and trying to figure out what we need to do to make some changes.
You got a Glock on you now?
I do not.
He just learned that word.
I just found that word out this week. I didn't know what a Glock was.
You need to shoot one.
It's
a great shooting weapon.
So you still arrest people?
I can.
I wonder when the last time the police chief of Athens actually arrested somebody.
I couldn't tell you, sir.
What's
Before
up
he
with
leaves, he may.
I know this is in the News Courier earlier this week, Floyd, feel the need to speed curbage yard lowering speed limits. What's up with that? Is too much traffic?
Is this out on Lindsay Lane?
Yeah, Lindsay Lane and a couple other places.
Sure. The street department, the engineers did a survey in that area and thought that due to the amount of driveways we had, the amount of congestion we had in the area, that the speed limit was a little too high. It's set at 45 now. I believe they're wanting to lower it to 35. Right. And that's basically from around the Vineyard, the roundabout area, back to Highway 31. And I'm not exactly sure where they're wanting to put that. But we do get a lot of complaints from people that live in subdivisions and areas off of Forest Street, or East Forest Street, having problems pulling out, especially in the mornings and the afternoons. And so they thought by lowering that speed limit that we, you know, might help that situation.
Do we have a crime problem here? That's pretty low, isn't it?
If you have one crime, you have a crime problem. So we have issues there. We are lucky. I mean, I don't think we're up to the level of a lot of departments but you know, we do have issues arise.
What about drugs?
Yeah.
We have a drug problem. We're going to have to address that too.
I think that's everywhere, though. Well, you know it is.
It is.
Well, you've got to be honored, and I've talked to a lot of people that absolutely not one single person else was ever considered for the job.
You know what?
I'm very honored with that.
What it made me think about was Charles Page's position. No one wanted to run against him until he said he was going to retire. So I'm assuming no one wanted to come up against you.
It's like Charles is a legend. I think the world of Charles. I think everybody that deals with Charles has always thought the world, because he's just a straight up guy with you, tells you the truth, and he'll help you in any way possible.
Well, we just want to send from everybody in and say congratulations on you deserved
job well done.
You earned it.
Thank you.
And, man,
I appreciate
just fantastic.
Thank you.
All right, the new police chief here in Athens, Alabama,
Mr. Johnson,
replacing Wayne Harper. He was here for a long time, and I know he's probably fishing today.
Probably.
It's a beautiful morning.
Yeah, it is. Again, Floyd, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell your little older brother I said hello when you see him. We'll take a break, come back. My old buddy Dave Hargrove joined us from AT&T, and Dr. Patrick English is in here. We'll check in with him
newly
just
married
a little bit
Dr.
too.
Patrick English.
Yeah, Coleman Dental. He's hitched.
He is.
We got to take a break. Don't get nobody a ticket for parking illegally out there. I got to,
full
get
house
Greg up
this
here and tow
morning.
them off. We'll be back in just a moment. Y'all hang on.
Love